What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to the channel. We're jumping in today with some Marvel Rivals content, specifically taking a look at the recent update, the patches for the game. So we got a couple of things going on in the game. Let's talk about it, guys. All right, number one, the thing that bothers me the most that's going on, as a Cloak and Dagger main, we got the new Twilight Duo bundle. Yeah, I'm not here for this one. To be honest with you, I don't really like the Twilight Duo. There was another outfit that was basically supposed to be released or, been teased around with, Cloak in a white uniform and Dagger in a black uniform. And I was really hoping for that one, but it looked like it might be part of season 2. For 1,600 of these, I can't say that I'm particularly necessarily interested in this uniform. I think they've put in some work for it, but Pimp Cloak, Pimp Dagger, just not my thing, especially with the growth of the characters and their backstory and history for it. But I think, for some people, it just might be something for you. It's just really not something for me. On the other hand, if I was a great Venom player, and I'm not, to be perfectly honest with you, I think this uniform, the Lingering Imprint bundle, is absolutely bonkers and amazing. It's pretty much like they amped up the Symbiote and Agent Venom uniforms to whole new levels, and it's sick. I think the uniform looks absolutely amazing, in my opinion. Gives a whole new look to Venom that I don't, if it's somewhere in the game, I do not remember this game. The sounds of it, somewhere in the comic books, I don't remember it. But everything about this bundle is pretty cool. From the spray that we basically got here with the guns basically wrapped up, looks pretty cool. The nameplate for Venom looks absolutely cool as well. I think there could have been a little bit more in terms of like making this stand out and pop a little bit, but it's pretty cool. The emote with, the sound effects, like, he's being frustrated and taken over, the deafening noise, like he's, Venom's always been subject to sonic noise. And even this, the MVP animation inside of here, it just looks absolutely sick. 1,600 for this one, and it's not too bad at all, not in my opinion anyways. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool, whether it's not something you want to buy or not. But between the two new uniforms that was basically released, this one's definitely my favorite. Even as a Cloak and Dagger main, I just don't see spending the Quan on that one. I just don't. Couldn't get me to. Now, outside of that, we do have some patches that we basically want to take a look at. So we've got some event that basically joined the game. I don't know how to know about this one necessarily, but it's the Galactus Cosmic Adventure. So you complete the event challenges and missions to rack up power cosmic points, and then you use that energy to advance for some sweet loot. So you can see here, like, it's a board game, right? So you're going to start over here and you make your way around by rolling the dice. You get the cosmic energy from completing the missions in game, and you roll the dice. And then as you make your way around, you've got some decent enough items in here. So you can see like a little Herbie nameplate. Herbie's the robot that we've seen inside of their trailers for the Fantastic Four. You can see an intergalactic adventure spray for their Galactica. We can see another Mrs. Barnes nameplate for the new Black Widow uniform basically inside there. And then here you can see go land on Galacta for some stuff. We got the Mrs. Barnes spray paint, and then you can see here the Stark Essential MK1 nameplate. Over here further down, we got the Wild Sharpshooter MVP Black Widow, and then over here you can see the Time Stream reintegration disc spray, and then the celebratory gunfire emote. So looks pretty cool. And now everybody for free can basically get this Miss Barnes costume for Black Widow. I think it's a nice Western kind of look uniform to her. To be honest with you guys, I play Black Desert Online. That much. I give you guys some updates on that game as well. It looks very much like the Deadeye. All I could think of was the Deadeye from there. But you got her batons on her back, her Electra rods, whatever you want to call them. You got her Black Widow stingers on her wrist. You can see she's got the 6 shooters. and then she's got the nice rifle inside here with the little Black Widow icon on the top. I think it's a really good uniform. It looks really cool for her. I don't play Black Widow, but I think as a free uniform for everyone, this is pretty nice overall, you know. So all you have to do for this event is just make sure that you come in and you log in for the missions. You'll basically see that dailies, challenges, and then we've got the event midnight missions, and then we got the event Galactica. So the first mission was just to complete the Galactus Power Cosmic, and then in 5 days and in 12 days you see you can unlock the next events. I think this runs into the same problem as everybody has complained about with the normal battle pass missions, is the gate to time gating of this. Now I guess you could have one or two stances on it. It's a good thing or it's a bad thing. Listen, I think if you rushed it too quickly and you didn't have this type of gating on it, people will still be bitching. People will still be complaining because they will say, well, now there's nothing to do, or there's no new missions and stuff like that, and people will just complain. I don't think that there's a win situation for the devs in this regard. So, and that, I'm not really mad about it. Next up, guys, we got the all new clone mode inside the game. I'm not going to load a match, but we do have Clone Rumble. It's a new event that's basically going on. So you can see here, you're going to choose from 2 heroes, one voted on by your team, and then there's going to be one voted on by your opponent's teams. So there's no restrictions on duplicate heroes. So that means, you know, once they choose theirs and you choose yours, y'all free to pick between those 2 heroes to basically go at it inside game. And you can see here, you're going to play on the map of the Intergalactic Empire Volcana for Burning Shishala, and then you complete specified mission objectives, whatever it is, whether it's, you know, it's the same as the normal modes, except that this allows you to change. Now, one of the things I did notice is that there are characters seemingly locked out of this mode, and that's a lot of healers as well. So it's not necessarily something that I'm like, I really want to deal with, but it's there, guys. I've played a couple of times with it. Not necessarily my favorite. I think, you know, once you get over the fanfare of that this is a new mode that's in the game, kind of quickly loses its thing, and then we just kind of move on from there. Like, that's essentially the way I look at that mode. Not my cup of tea. I'll move on beyond that one, to be perfectly honest with you. But if you're just wanting to have some quick, simple fun, then you can do that. I choose to usually play Doom Match or Conquest if I'm just looking for quick and simple fun. So other than that, they have some general platform fixes and some map mode fixes and things like that. They did do a number of fixes for a few heroes that I like to just make you aware of anyways. So for instance, Loki received a fix, basically his disappearing act. These were like issues that I don't think a lot of people notice, but the God of Mischief can now keep his tricks, you know, basically inside there. So essentially what was happening, I suppose, is that Loki, the UI Loki would just vanish when he transformed. So if you notice that issue, then I guess it impacted you. Human Torch, his meteor ability was causing some issue as well. So basically they resolved the glitch where, like, when flaming meteor, sometimes it hit enemies inside walls. I never really noticed this, but apparently they fixed it. They also fixed his pyro prison. So they fixed the issue where, like, it would disappear upon his defeat, and then there'd be no more lingering flames. I did notice this issue a couple of times when I did play Human Torch. He's not one of my favorite characters to play. Again, I don't main duelist. I pretty much play Vanguard or strategist. So yeah. Loki's blessings. They fixed a problem where Loki and his doppelgangers place regeneration domains, and they would overlap, and then you would walk over the overlapped area, then back into his own regeneration domain, and it would lose the healing effect. So now you can heal without the problems there. Punisher's Missile Mayhem. They addressed a rare issue where the Punisher's ultimate ability would sometimes continue to detect enemies and fire missiles during network disruptions. So his stuff has been fixed overall. I actually, for the first time, got to play him inside one of the the clone rumble missions and stuff like that. Wow, did not realize how easy that kit was to play. Hela's knockback, I still thought that Hela's ultimate was broken, but apparently it's not. It's working as intended. They resolved inconsistency where when Hela would sometimes launch up after unleashing her ultimate ability, she would fly and basically have some issues there, so they fixed that. Jeff's Ice Surprise, they corrected a bug when the team up ability is active with Jeff the Land Shark could launch frozen spitballs that exceed expectations via certain actions. I don't know what this is. I can't tell you from around Christmas time the last time I played as Jeff the Land Shark, and that was inside Jeff the Land Shark's little special event that they had going on, but they fixed it. So they also fixed Hela's vehicle visibility. So they fixed an issue where Hela releases her ultimate and sometimes she's not immediately detected when near the mission vehicle, so they fixed that. Adam's ultimate energy, they resolved the problem where if Adam Warlock's ultimate ability failed in certain areas, 50% energy wouldn't be returned. Now he basically gets all of that restored. And then finally they fixed Penny Parker's positioning predicament. So they could sometimes occur when Penny was hit by Namor's ultimate ability, the mech pilot is now perfectly aligned for battle. That's the way they explained it overall. So I think these are good updates overall to the game that they've basically made to address some fixes that they probably need to make, and we'll have to see ultimately how they pan out. But that's everything that's basically going down inside the game. Are you guys still playing Marvel Rivals and having fun with the game? Are you excited about where the game currently is and where the game looks like it's going? Hopefully season 2 looks like we're moving into the Hellfire Gala, and we'll see some of these Hellfire uniforms, like Cloak and Dagger one that I'm hoping for, but we'll have to see. The Midnight features number 2, those events are pretty much at an end for I think most players who play pretty dedicated. So you can see the clock counting down there. We're about 12 days out before it completes and concludes. So get in there, guys, and complete those challenges. Don't forget that as you play, there's reason for you to log in every day and complete those daily missions, because you'll be able to get some of these items and exchange them for your lattice, which will allow you to purchase those change chrono tokens for the lattice, which will allow, not the lattice, excuse me, what the hell are these coins? The units, the currency. So you can make those nice hero purchases for these costumes inside the store. But I'll be staying away from Cloak and Dagger. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, guys. Peace.